So this month is cursed. So much has happened, but I'm going to try and stay on one thing here for this video, and I wanted to talk about David, also known as D4 on the Battleships board. If you don't know who David is, just go on any sad TikTok about a girlfriend cheating, leaving, or stealing your kid, and you'll probably hear one of his songs. He's made a lot of iconic music, and as much as I wish he was in the news being congratulated about the music he's made, it's not even close. And there's no real easy way to say this, so I'm just going to kind of throw it up there in the air. He literally had a dead body in his car. A week or two ago, his Tesla was impounded, and after being in the impound for a few days, it started having this foul odor coming from it. And with that, they wanted to check what was causing it, and when they checked the Tesla for maybe some dirty draws or maybe a collab with Gorilla on a CD, they found a body. Now, I know I'm leaving a lot of key details out about this, but I wanted to, because that is exactly how it's presented to everyone when this was a new first release thing to the media. They didn't specify any details about it other than the fact that there was a body in a car and the car was registered to him. So everybody, and myself included, kind of cracked a lot of jokes about it. You really didn't know the involvement, because it could have been so many different reasons as to why the car was registered to him and why it was impounded. My first initial thought was something like he sold the car and maybe they didn't finalize the sale and getting the car registered over to the other person he's selling it to. And then, maybe they just all of a sudden on a weekend did some crazy bad shit and the car got impounded because they left it. And again, it wouldn't have had insurance if it wasn't registered over to the person that was driving at the time. Maybe he bought a car for a family member and it was registered to him and he was paying for it and everything and doing the insurance and everything. And then they did some fucked up shit on the weekend. And yeah, basically there was a lot of excuses made up in my brain. There was a few others going around the internet because a lot of people were trying to defend him and saying, oh, he would never do that and he never canceled his tour during. But after a few days passed, they followed up announcing that it was a 15-year-old girl. And a few days after announcing that, they also come out and said the name of the girl, which was Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing a year ago. I'm sorry if I fucked up that last name. I don't know how to pronounce it very well. Now here's where things start to go south really fast. This had already been going semi-viral. Like I said, everyone was kind of cracking jokes about the fact that he just, I don't know, could be a killer. But I guess the fucking Batman of the internet decided to do his own detective work and pull all kinds of shit up from the past. Not only proving that David knew her, but apparently he was entangled with her. Over the last coming days, we have got so much information connecting the two to each other. People were joining Discord servers and pulling message logs and looking at damn Fortnite accounts and just so much stuff, and I'll get into it in a second. First, when I was seeing all these things pop up on TikTok, I was like, no, there's no way. This has got to be some fishy AI-generated bullshit going on here. There's no way he knew this girl. There's so much shit that just did not make any sense to me as to why it would be something randomly stated when they don't even know her cause of death yet. He made my favorite song from the Invincible series. I was not about to blame him immediately. But no, yeah, there are photos of him and her literally together. There are messages between the two in a public Discord server that people have been pulling up. Fuck, he even made an unreleased song named Celeste. So like, as much as you wanted to defend him, as much as I wanted to defend him, there was no getting around to this shit. As the last few days have come, there's too much information about it. But again, a lot of people are trying to find some workaround as to make him not seem so damn guilty. Like, for example, there's two Celeste in David's life. I didn't even know there was that many people with the fucking name Celeste in the world. But there's apparently two of them in his life. There's one named Herrera or something, Alex Pereira's cousin. They had matching tattoos. Like, that's actually, like, full-blown, like, I'm pretty sure the forensics team that analyzed her body said that. They have this hush thing on their damn finger, and, like, if you pull up any photos of him with his hands up, you can find his. So it's crazy that I don't even... So basically, it puts romantic homicide into the history category, because if there's any way that he didn't do this, it still proved the fact that he was hanging out, or at least involved with in some way, a 12 to 14-year-old while he was a grown-ass man. If your maths at all. He was born in 2005. He's a 20-year-old man. She is 15 years old as of recently. So he was at least 18 years old hanging around a 12, 13, or 14-year-old. It doesn't matter. Any of those is just wrong. Like, what the fuck? Even the mother of the child said that she had a boyfriend named David. And like I said, if you pull up the photo of their matching tattoos, bro, there's no coming back from this shit. And especially if you go into his YouTube channel alone, the imagery he used in his music videos is just more damaging and more damaging and more damaging, because he constantly uses like a lot of gore and a lot of blood, and he always leaves these damn trinkets in these videos. There's an actress in half of these videos that it looks like Celeste. His music videos was released on her birth date, September 7th. One of the YouTube videos literally has him standing there kind of covered in blood in a suit or whatever and walking towards a car, and then it cuts to a girl in the car that looks like Celeste. And the trunk's open. Not my fault. Now, to be honest, if you look at these timelines, some of it doesn't really add up because some of it came before the missing persons report and some of the other stuff came after and blah, 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 blah. Regardless, I know all the time doesn't really line up, but it's not good either way because he's either hinting at what he did and wanted to get it off his chest like some kind of serial killer, or he fantasized about doing what he eventually did do and expressed those fantasies in subtle ways like music videos, references in his art, and I don't know. It's too much. There's too much undeniable evidence that he probably did some freaky shit. And do I think he unalived her? I'd definitely bet a few Benjamins on it. Do I believe that it's possible he didn't do it? Sure, I'm open for any idea you can throw at me. But it doesn't matter. Because regardless if he was the cause of death, they were involved in some way with each other when she was like 12 and he was like grown. Like I said before, there's just no good way around this. So he's killed his career regardless if he killed her. And another thing that he's doing that's really not helping is he is on social media a lot, but without actually coming out and saying, I didn't do it. Because if the glove didn't fit, you know what I mean? You gotta acquit. He's moving in the shadows like, damn, speaking of Batman, he's really trying to be like Bizarro Batman. He's unreposting stuff on his TikTok that he reposted, which there's a lot of reposts that's absolutely crazy, like literally joking about dismembering your girlfriend for talking to some other guy and like so much crazy shit. Someone was saying his Fortnite account was active during all of this and that he was deleting messages between the two on the game, but honestly, I think that is some bullshit that they made up. I don't even think you can message others on Fortnite, but why the fuck would he be messaging? I don't know. There's a lot of people trying to make up a bunch of bullshit, and honestly, I think it's kind of sickening. One of the most sickening things I've seen people try and come up with and push is that his motive as to why he would do it is because she got pregnant and that's why he did it. And look, I'm all for speculation. That's what makes things like these so interesting to just the human mind, is the fact that you don't really know the full answer and it's not definitive yet, so you speculate. But please, speculate. Don't make shit up and post it on the internet with AI-generated news articles and AI-generated news reporters saying it's confirmed, definite news. That is like the number one reason we can't trust half the news and media on the internet today, which, by the way, is basically the only way to access any news source. Cable TV is fucking dead. It's really toxic to see the internet kind of move when things like this happen. It's a lot of toxic shit surrounding this. And people defending him too, like trying to say, oh, well, we'll separate the art from the artist, and, oh, well, you know, he didn't do it, no proof, and blah, 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 blah. Separating the art from the artist, like, yeah, I still listen to Kanye West, and I separate the art from the artist, but damn, like, saying some outlandish shit versus manipulating a child and doing what he most likely did, that's two different things, man. I can't really stomach that. I don't know if I can stomach his music after that. He was not only dating somebody so young, and then he could be the reason she isn't even here anymore at such a young age. I don't know. Now, if you still listen to his music, I don't think you should be punished for the shit. I mean, it's me personally. I can't stomach his music just as of right now because it's like watching Kevin Spacey in the Advanced Warfare campaign. You know what he did. You know what I mean? Like, it sets uneasy, and a lot of, again, if you look into his music, the music videos and just all his shit, it kind of feels like he's referencing things like this, and he just feels like a little bit of a, psychopath. Now, honestly, do I think we're probably on the cusp of a war because all this crazy shit's going on with Charlie Kirk and this and everything in between, and people thought the rapture was going to happen today? Yeah, we're probably going to go to war very soon. But I hope everybody can, have some joy in this damn crazy world we're living in right now. I didn't make a video about Charlie Kirk, honestly, but I did want to mention the fact that I am definitely against joking about the stuff and wishing that against somebody. And something I kind of wanted to throw out there is maybe wait a minute before you start joking about this too. Kind of abominable to joke about what happened to her when it's literally like a 15-year-old girl. Same thing to me with Charlie Kirk. I feel like it's a little messed up to joke about it, at least so early on. Give it some time, at least. Like, I'm all for a dark and humor joke, but damn, boys, TikTok is flooded with this shit. Anyways, that's really all I had to talk about. That's really all I had to say. I wanted to give a few of my opinions on it and how crazy I thought it was. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time. I don't really do this news shit and talk about crazy stuff like this in the world, but this one's kind of fun to talk about, man. just because my homie TK absolutely loved David. But again, past tense.